Hello, I'm Zalbeck, and welcome to the first episode of my Garden of Glass series. For any of you that don't know, Garden of Glass is a skyblock. It's modded skyblock, and it's just two different mods. It's the Botania mod and just like it's one mod. Yeah, it's Botania, but you actually have to download a separate kind of mod pack, or not mod pack, but mod called Garden of Glass, which kind of opens up like the Garden of Glass features so that you can play Garden of Glass. And it's actually really different than regular Skyblock because I believe I've never played a regular Skyblock before. In a regular Skyblock, you have like a tree or something and lava and water, and in order to make cobblestone you're going to have to take that lava and water and have them run into each other, and that'll make stone. You don't do that here. In Botania, in Garden of Glass, the way you get cobblestone is through pebbles, and in order to do that you just shift right click and just hold and you get pebbles. It's a really slow process, but it works slowly. Botania is a really great mod. It's actually one of my favorite mods. If you've actually watched any of Riskable's videos, then you know how amazing this mod can actually be. I'm not nearly as amazing because Botania is essentially a kind of tech mod. It's so powerful with all of its various resources and such. I mean, truly spectacular feats can be accomplished with a lot of Botania. I'm not very good at redstone, but the goal of playing this is to maybe accomplish learning redstone some more. I mean, in the Lexico Botania, which is the guide for your botanical whatever, it has a challenges section here in the bottom left corner, and I kind of want to try making most of these work, especially the easy ones. So if I can do that, then I feel like I've probably accomplished something. I mean, heck, I've seen that you can automate an orchid here in so many different ways. I mean, it seems like it'll be probably simple enough. Some of these seem much more difficult. I mean, Riskable has a video on, or at least I think he does, on how to automate a Kakamuras, and that is some seriously insane, redstone and various cooperations between other things. There is so very much, and I don't even understand the half of it, and I have played a fair amount of this mod, so one of the main features of this mod of the Garden of Glass is this living right here. Now, because you don't start with a tree and you don't start with lava and anything like that, and you really need to start getting your plants quickly, you have to harvest this. And let's just break some of it. Click. Okay. So now living root by itself can be used as bone meal, but if you put it into a crafting table, it can be changed 1-to-1 into some floral fertilizer. And you can use this to grow your mystical crops. Not mystical crops, but your mystical flowers, which is the beginnings of all that Botania is. You need these mystical flowers to make anything, because oh no, goodbye little dirt block. All these dirt blocks that you start with are the only dirt blocks you're gonna get for a while, so you kind of have to make sure you keep all of them. It's really sad. And I've played some of this mod in the past, and I've tried a few different things, and I think what I'm going to do this time, I've made it where the ground that I extend out is all the way at the very bottom, and then you have this water source block up here that's really high, and it's kind of awkward, so I think I'm going to try and make it where I evenly circle this thing with the dirt that you get from the skyblock, and then flatten the whole area out with cobblestone. I think that will probably be more effective as opposed to before, where I would just constantly fall off this thing, so. But we'll see. Cross our fingers. So, let's see here. How am I? Let's try this. Okay. Build this around. Oh shoot. Well. Come on. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, good. Whew, got it all. I'm not sure how to get that one. I'm not really good at going down the water and like placing blocks underneath. I mean, I can try, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna kill myself if I do. I mean, let's just give it a shot. Okay. Whew. Oh yeah, I did it. I'm amazing. Holy crud. Okay. Something that's actually really annoying about this, though, with these like living roots is like the water. I can't tell you how many times I've had to restart because if you break these waters, if you break the like dirt around this water source block, the water will start to flow out the side, and then it'll fall on top of these living roots, and those things break as soon as the water touches them. It's the most infuriating thing. You lose all of your like living root, and then you can't play. You have to start over. It's like. Like another thing to be really careful about is this thing up here. So this mana flash, okay, so now its purpose primarily is to make sure that the area kind of a fairly far distance away from you doesn't spawn things. You don't want skeletons on this little block, you'll die. Like, it would be torture. But another important use is you need your Lexica Botanica to do, or Botania to do, like, anything. Like, because it's so different. I mean, that without it, I'm sure you probably wouldn't even know where to begin to do the next thing. So, you can take saplings and you right click on it, and it will give you another Lexica Botania if you die and lose it. But I broke that on accident, and like a lot of bad things happened after that. So I'm gonna go through and start collecting all of these, because these living roots are the foundation, so better start there. So another thing that I'm considering doing is, as I kind of progress, like, I'm probably going to pre-build a lot of the like various redstone things that I make, because I'm sure it will be really hard to get them to work the first time. And so if I can make something that's halfway decent and you guys are interested, if anyone's actually watching, I would totally be willing to make a video on showing you how I make whatever redstone works I come up with. And maybe that'll give you ideas on like ways you can improve on like whatever design I have, and if you guys can comment and give me hints on how to improve it anyway, because I probably am not as good as a lot of you. So anything is helpful. I appreciate all opinions and comments, even opinions and comments on this video. Like, if you think that I need to change something to make the video more appealing or more interesting, say it. Just let it out. I want to know. So now let's take our dirt here. I'm actually gonna start to become nighttime. It's actually really cool the way this is set up, because there's a nice band rainbow going around the planet, and there's some other planets around. It's really pretty, but you can actually, it's really kind of hard to tell when daytime happens. Like, there's a sort of horizon here, but it's not really a good indicator of like when daytime and nighttime happens. Plus, which one of those is the sun? I'm gonna say that one. wait. That one, because it looks like it's setting. This one looks like it's probably the moon rising. So yeah. I'm probably gonna skip through me collecting this cobblestone. Okay, so now I'm back. I extended out this area here, and I set it up so there's like a little bit of an area here to like work under, so that if things fall down I can pick them back up. I'll probably extend this out as well. But I did plant my first tree, and it was not hard. In order to make like a sapling, you just place these living roots in a 2x2. But once you make one, you shouldn't have to make another. So I'll just replant that again. Hopefully it'll grow back quickly, because you're gonna need an F-ton of wood. Like, growing lots of saplings is really important, because so much wood, just so much wood. So the next thing we're gonna have to do here is start making probably some of our flowers. I think that's probably what we're gonna need to do next. So let's start using some of this. Let's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put some of that in there, and hope that we get a couple of white ones, because we're gonna need some white in order to make ourselves a living daisy. I think that's what it's called. Essentially, we need living daisies in order to make ourselves some living wood and living rock. And those two plants, blocks, are going to be the fundamental building blocks of a lot of the things that you build in this mod. Oops, didn't mean to open that. And okay, we got one. Thank God. I only have so much of this stuff. I don't want to have to start fighting skeletons and stuff. You can make more of this fertilizer without using without using the living root, but it would probably be much easier if I could just use it. I'm gonna have to start making a lot of it using bone meal eventually anyway, so I will deal with that when it comes to it. That's a really not fun process to like sit and wait for, but you make an F-ton of this floral fertilizer when you do that though. Because depending on how you make it, but if you use your flowers like you probably should be, you can make like 3 fertilizer for every 1 bone meal, and you get like 3 bone meal or something for every bone, so it's like you got 4 bones, you got yourself like 36 possible fertilizer. Okay, we're not having a whole ton of luck here. Let's make ourselves a chest. Dump all of this stuff into. Nighttime is making its way, but I don't have to worry because it's not like I'm gonna get attacked or anything. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna make like a wall of chests right here just to like store stuff, so I'm just gonna place that chest right there and drop all of this into it. There's actually a handy little thing you can make later on, like shortly, that is, not too terribly far into the future. It's like a little satchel here. Let's take a look. It's basics, flower pouch. A flower pouch, it's really simple to make. It's just wool and a petal. I'm now curious as to how I'm going to make this wool. I think I'll have to spawn in some sheep and then make shears. The shears shouldn't be too hard to make, but it'll take a little while before I get this, and honestly, I shouldn't be running around with like flowers anyway. Like, they're gonna just immediately go into that chest, so not a big deal. I'm gonna put 4 more down and hope. Because aside from this, I also do need food at some point, and so I'm gonna need some of the stuff to make. Come on, work with me here. I'm gonna need some seeds, both hopefully. Pumpkin seeds, whatever. It's so annoying. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna start working on making some sort of like spawning area for well, anything honestly, but mostly because I want the bones. So let's throw that in there. So the way that's probably gonna work is I'm probably gonna put it down here and extend it out a little ways, and I'm not really sure exactly. Maybe make it as some sort of like cup-shaped something or other. Let's just go down there. Okay, so take some over cobblestone here. I'll take it this way. It's not like it really matters that much, honestly. Oops. Darn it. Go away. The pain of having to break cobblestone with your bare hands. So, the way this is probably going to work is I'm going to make it some sort of like open thing that they can spawn inside of with any luck. And I don't want them spawning around it. And I'm probably going to like put a lip that goes just over the top so that spiders don't fly out, because in the past I've made things like areas where they spawn and you can just make a ledge, like that works technically speaking. It's kind of a really crummy way to do it because like they will just chase after you, and if you put up some sort of wall they'll just climb right over the wall. It's really annoying. If you make some sort of like container for them to fall into, which I've seen on YouTube, they will stay in there and then like the light will beam in and then you can like pick up their drops after, but you still have to kill off the spiders and creepers. So yeah, the spiders will still try to climb out, so if you put that little lip then maybe they won't try to climb out. I'm not entirely sure, but in the meantime let's just collect more cobblestone. There's really not a whole lot else to do. Guess I can craft a petal apothecary. That can be made. I think you need some slabs. I think the slabs go here. Oh, I need a petal. Yep. Pick those up. Do you need one flower petal? So let's take, what do I have the most of? Black. Let's take one of these petals, put it in the crafting table, and then put the petal back, I guess. I'll probably make a petal chest or something, because you'll end up with like tons of extra petals that you just don't use. Boom, that's that petal apothecary. I'll put this here, I guess. Yeah, make ourselves a bowl. Is it like this? Yes. Okay, good. Let's see here. All my wood's going away. Make one into there. Mortar and pestle, or pestle and mortar, whatever order you want to say it in. Okay, so now just hold on to this stuff and put the rest of the bowls in here. Okay, so now, boom, you can pick up some water and put it in there. Now originally I think it was where you could take this and then get a bucket in the future and then make yourself infinite water. I think since they have patched that, like Vasky originally, the creator of this mod, he had originally set it up so that you could do that, and he was like, yeah, I'm fine with this. I was like, yeah, that's great, I would love to have infinite water, but apparently that's not the case, so you gotta protect this little water source, because if this sucker goes away, you're doomed. Like, GG, like, you're not gonna be able to do anything else. I'll probably wait until daytime to start making that, so I'll see you shortly. Okay, so it's daytime and I extended the platform out quite a bit further. I did use another one in the living room to like grow this tree. I think, from experience, I think you need a torch to light it. I'm not sure. They don't seem to grow unless you like bone meal them. It's really, really weird. So I'm gonna make a torch and hope that that will cause it to grow. Not sure, question mark. Getting a ton of saplings here. I'm actually really happy about that. Let's place all these suckers down. Need lots of trees. And they do actually grow really close together. You can grow them like that, I think. So, perfect. Okay, let's make this into a torch, or 4 torches. And then put this down right there. And with any luck, maybe that'll help it generate the tree. I don't know exactly. So, symmetry. So, I'm probably gonna continue working on that. I will need more cobblestone, but we're gonna watch to see if these trees grow. And if they do, good. If not, I'm still working towards getting bone meal because bone meal is so critically important to doing everything with this mod. Like, be prepared to kind of farm skeletons because, like, you're gonna need, like, creeper stuff and you're gonna need literally all the mobs because one of the important things you need to be able to spawn because is gonna be blaze. That's what you're gonna need to spawn. And the thing about the blaze, at least in Garden of Glass specifically, is it's set up where things like chickens and here let me take a look really quick. Garden of Glass. Okay, most of the functions, sapling, floor powder, cobblestone. Okay, so the Cocoon of Caprice, different recipes, blaze lamp. So yeah, you need blaze lamps to make obsidian, and to make, yeah, the blaze lamp you need blaze powder, and to get the blaze powder you need pumpkins, because you craft, doesn't tell you, does it, fell pumpkins here, and the fell pumpkins are used to make the blazes, and then it should say it somewhere. But some animals and like different things will drop just over time whatever they would normally drop, I think. Like blazes drop blaze rods, but they're set up so that they'll drop blaze powder over time. Like you can kill them to get some, but it might be more efficient to just spawn a ton of blazes and trap them and just have them like drop a ton of like blaze powder. Like you just have to be patient for it, but you're gonna need quite a bit, and making a ton of fell pumpkins just to like kill all the poor blazes is, I don't know, it's a matter of like what's it better to do, kill the cow to get the meat or save the cow to, you know, have the milk, like what's more beneficial in the end. So let's make this. I think I'm gonna need one more set of torches because I don't want the stuff spawning out there while I'm building, and it seems like nighttime is coming soon enough, so there's nothing else to burn. I don't want to like waste a whole other piece of wood, so let's make a torch really fast. Okay, now let's get building this out further. So let's put a torch here and here, and I've decided that I want this to be more symmetric. I only need it to be 5 wide, and I'm not really sure how far out I need to make this. I don't know that there is a way to know. You just kind of build until you're like, yep, this looks far enough, like, and then I'll start building it upwardly. Darn it. Well, maybe this is far enough. Let's just start building it up, like, honestly. Make this 3x3 in the center, 1, 2, 3, yeah. This is the beginnings of what will eventually become. I'm going to extend this out as well so that they meet at the top. It should be far enough that stuff will spawn in this. We'll see. Like, I'm probably going to break away this stuff here. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be a path along the side. Who knows? The creative eye is a curious creature. Well, I have quite a bit going here at the moment I'm gonna need to work on. I'll probably stop the video here and continue working on stuff, and I'll start the next video up and have a bunch to show you guys, so I'll see you later.